Hi everyone, my name is Katie Chartrand and I am a dance instructor and choreographer out here in Toronto, Ontario. So a little bit about me. I started dancing when I was 5 years old. My mom and dad always said I had a lot of energy and I would always respond to the music whenever it was playing, so they decided to put me in some dance lessons. And then once I got in there, I fell in love and I've been in dance ever since. So I actually went to a performing arts high school. It was called Walkerville Collegiate for the Arts. And that was in Windsor, Ontario, because that's actually where I grew up. And after that, I decided to pursue dance as a career. So I ended up going to Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan to get my Bachelor of Science in Dance. That was a 4-year program where we studied modern, ballet, dance history. I did African dance. We learned dance kinesiology, which was really interesting because you had to learn all the muscles and the bones. And we also learned about dance injuries that are very common. So that was really awesome to know. And in that whole time frame, there was also a course called postural analysis. It was movement analysis, but we did postural analysis, which was like one of the biggest things I feel that helped me as a mover, because I learned things about my body that I had no idea was happening up until that point in time. And I was about maybe 19 years old at the time, 20 years old. So that was a long time of training without knowing properly what was going on in my body. So once I got my degree, I chose to make the venture out to Vancouver, Canada, and I lived there for about 5 years. And I choreographed a couple of music videos and choreographed for some shows. Really had a great time meeting people and just living the dream. And then I made the move back to Ontario during the pandemic. So I landed in Windsor again with my parents for about 3 months, which was difficult after being away, from home for so long. You get used to being on your own. And it was nice to spend time with family, but then I made the move to Toronto 3 months after I got there. So now I'm in Toronto and I'm loving it. The pandemic has been hard. I think for everybody it's been really hard. But one thing I love about the arts, and I will say this every time, we know how to pivot. We really know how to use what's around us and to get creative and in really tough circumstances. So at that time, it took a lot of reflecting and pivoting and trying to figure out, okay, well, what can I do right now to keep myself going, to keep myself inspired? And so I actually ended up using a lot of my training that I got in university and created some curriculums, some dance curriculums. One was contemporary and another was in choreography, which were two things I was already trying to do, and I just happened to have the time. I was kind of forced to sit down and say, hey, do what you were already thinking about doing, But yeah, I am super grateful to be in this career. It's a huge passion of mine, and I'm lucky to be able to do this every day and to share the love with everyone and to teach people like you, where, it could reach so many people now because of the internet as well. So this is such a great opportunity, and I'm really excited about teaching all of you. And I think my future plans are really just to keep pursuing the dream. And with dance and choreography, it's so hard to kind of say you're going to be in one place because so many things come about, and it's so full of different projects all the time. It's not just one thing that you'll be doing for forever, right? It's not a job that you go into and 9 to 5, this is what you're going to be doing. It's, hey, today someone offered me this opportunity and this is a great project to work on. Or, oh, next week I have to go and do adjudicating at a dance comp, right? And so it's all these little pieces that end up meshing together and just making such a wonderful career that I'm really grateful to be a part of. So yeah, my hopes for the future is to just get back in the studio with all of the bodies and no worry, and go back to meeting new people and just sharing my passion and love for dance and choreography throughout the world, throughout the community. So thank you so much. I can't wait to teach you. Hi everyone, my name is Katie Chartrand and I am super excited to be here to teach you all today. What I'm going to be teaching you is contemporary dance, which happens to be one of my favorite styles in dance because it really feels good through the body and there's a lot of elements that really connect with me personally. So what we're going to do first is we're going to start with a warm-up. And what I usually like to do is explain the warm-up first before any music goes on. Because I do find it's really difficult to try to watch, listen all at the same time, especially when we're learning virtually, yeah? Or when we're learning through, through the screen. So I'm also going to reverse everything for you. So this should be your right, which is my left, and this is your left, which is my right. So everything I do will be mirrored for you already, okay? So what we're going to do, we can start with a follow along. I'll be doing some jumping jacks to get our cardio going. We'll be prancing, so we'll do some running on the spot to get through our feet. And then we'll do some nice scoops all the way down, rolling through our body all the way around. That part can be follow along. And then once we get into the lunges, this is where I like to explain it all. So we're going to start with our right leg back in a lunge. And you're going to extend your arms out to the side, thinking about really pulling in through the core, yeah? You're going to pulse for 8 counts, so you'll hear me count it out. And then we'll hold, we'll lower down with our hands to the floor. From here, you're going to now turn it out and face the wall. So when I do that, I'm going to rotate to look at the wall. I'm also going to think about keeping my front leg and front heel on the floor. And then from this position, I'm going to go up and over, squeezing my muscles each time for 4 times, okay? So I'll count that out. I'll come back to the center. We'll rotate back over. Now I'm going to tell you to drop your knee. We're going to relax our foot, and we're going to come up into a nice hip flexor stretch. We will pulse for 8, reach back to grab our toes. This one I will talk through again with music. So you want to think about pulling your core in, and then I'm going to say tuck and twist. Now what we do for this, the knee that's on the floor is gonna go towards the front leg. So my front leg right now is gonna help me pull the hip in, and I'm gonna twist to the side, nice tall spines, and rotate to look at the back. So this will give your spine a nice little stretch. And then I'm gonna say, grab your ankle and slide it on top. So now we're kind of like in a crisscross applesauce position. So you should have that left leg on top. From here, you would reach forward. This gives a nice stretch in the glute. And then you're going to come up. I'm going through it a little bit quickly. I just wanted to show the positions before the music comes on, okay? So this is one where the top leg now is going to swing behind. So we have the left leg behind, the right leg in front. You're going to go onto your elbow, twist through your spine, nice reach. And then I will say all the way down if you can. Now you can modify anything that doesn't feel good. 2 hands, so for my body, I can only go to my elbows. This is giving a really nice stretch in the quad for the back leg. And if you want to go all the way down for shoulder blades on the floor, you can do that as well. We'll come back up. And then I will ask you to extend your front leg. So this is one of the biggest things that you have to listen for is front leg, okay? So that leg is going to come out. And we're going to reach our hands in the center. So directly in the center. Not towards our ankle, but in the center. So we're getting a nice stretch through this hip flexor here and this hamstring. Then we're going to walk our hands to our ankle and do nose to knee. I will ask you to swing your back leg around. So now we have 2 legs facing the same side. We're going to go up and over, stretch through our hamstrings. And then we'll go back over to our lunge where we started. So you're going to tuck the right leg underneath, left leg comes over, we go back to our lunge. We're going to extend our legs, so we're going to stretch our legs, hips go up to the ceiling, and then I'm going to ask you to flex plie. So flex plie will be the front leg, okay, that flexes, and the back leg is going to plie. Then we're going to transfer our weight to both hands. You can bend your supporting leg, so the leg that you're standing on, which should be your left, can bend. Your right leg is going to lift. You're going to roll through your ankle. We're going to shake it out. Bring 2 feet underneath, comfortably underneath your hips. Soften your knees so that you're not locking your legs. And then from here, you can grab your elbows and just kind of think about releasing the spine, yeah? And then from here, I'll count for 8 counts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we would go again on the other side. So our left leg would slide back. One thing I want to mention before we do get going with music is rolling down and rolling up. So a lot of the times I feel dancers almost look at roll downs and roll ups as like a transition, right? So they're not used properly for the warming up. And it's really important to warm up your spine, especially if you're doing spirally things in contemporary or any floor work. It's really important to have that spine ready to go, yeah? So, sounds like a simple concept. When we are rolling down, you're thinking about your vertebrae, okay? So those notches all the way down your spine. You're gonna think about like releasing all of the tension in your body, okay? I think of like bricks or cinder blocks hanging from my wrists, and as I'm going down, I'm really allowing myself to feel heavy and relaxed all the way down. I soften my knees till I get to the floor, and then I'm going to initiate through my tailbone to start pulling me up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And after I finish my roll up, I always feel like 5 inches taller. Yeah, I think about the pressure in the feet as I'm starting to roll up, and then I think of stacking and just really almost like the biggest shoulder roll and the biggest relaxing breath you've ever taken when you come up, yeah? So keep that in mind when we're doing roll-ups. I'm gonna go and put the music on, so just use your eyes for the first warm-up portion, then we'll get into what I just explained. As far as the scoops go, you're going to just think about scooping the air. So right hand will go down, it will come up and over into a side bend. It's gonna go down to the floor, and then you're gonna keep circling the spiral. I keep my knees nice and soft, and then I come back down. And then you would repeat the scoop on the other side. Side bend, big roll, and down we go. And we would repeat that about 4 times, okay? It should feel really like loosey-goosey, and your spine should be warming up. Okay, I'm gonna get the music going here. Okay, starting with jumping jacks, going 1, 2. And running on the spot. Good, knees up, pointing through the feet. Jumping jacks, 1. And running. Up. Good, we're going to do a head roll to the right. Other way. Good. Now we're going to do our scoops with the right hand. Scooping 1, upside bend. Big circle through the spine. Down, going to the left. 2, 3, 4, round we go. 6, 7, again. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and left. Around. 6. Good. Hang out here. Try to keep your weight forward in your toes and not in your heels. We're going to plie. 1, 2, extend, 2, and stretch, 3, stretch, 4, stretch, good. Walk your feet in, keep reaching for the floor, 7, pulsing 8, going 1. Reaching back. So you want to think about really keeping the front leg out front and not letting the heel come up. Feel nice quad stretch here. Good, we're gonna let it go. We're gonna tuck and twist towards the front leg. Nice tall spine. Good. Now we're gonna grab our ankle, slide it on top. Arms up. Leaning forward.
See, I'm in love with how your soul's a mix of chaos and art. How you never try to keep them apart. I wrote some words and then I stared at my feet. Became a coward when I needed to speak.
Good. Rolling up through the spine.
Love took on a different kind of meaning for me. So when I go to
Good. Top leg is gonna go behind now. Front arm is gonna go onto the floor, and you're going to reach towards the front. Nice twist in the spine. Good. Now we're gonna go all the way down. If you can, I'm gonna go to my elbows. And we're gonna come back up. You're gonna extend your front leg. So we're in a half split. Hands in the middle. Good. Remember to keep breathing. Walk your hands to your ankle, nose to knee.
there's beauty here that's yet to depart. There's still a song inside the halls in the dark. I'll come for you if you just stay where you are. And I'll always hold your hand in the car.
Wonderful. You're gonna swing your back leg around. We're gonna reach for both ankles. Good. Back over to your lunge. So tuck the right underneath. Right leg goes behind. We're gonna straighten our legs. Hips go up to the ceiling. Flex plie. 1. Transfer your weight. Roll your right ankle. Shake it out. Place 2 feet underneath your hips comfortably. Grab your elbows. Hang out. 8 counts to roll up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we're gonna get ready to go on our left. So the left leg's gonna slide back. Holding. Knee over toe. Getting ready to pulse. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holding. Hands on the floor. Good job. Keep breathing. Rotate. We're turning it out, keeping the heel on the floor. Up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back over to the front. Drop your knee. Sitting into your hip flexor. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Good. You're gonna reach back, grab your toes. Feel a nice quad stretch here. Good. You're gonna let it go. We're gonna tuck and twist towards the front leg. Nice tall spine. We face the back. You're gonna grab your ankle, slide it on top, so it's like crisscross applesauce with one leg on top. Reach forward. Rolling up. Top leg goes behind. Front arm goes onto the floor onto your elbow. Nice rotation through the spine. We're reaching towards the front. Good. Now we're going to go both hands behind as far as you can go. My body only lets me go to my elbows, but you can go further. Good. Coming back up. You're going to extend your front leg, okay? So a little bit about this combo. It has faster moments, but there's a lot of moments for what I would say milking, right? So you can really draw it out and create that suspense or that tension and then move quickly into the next moment. I would always love to say at the beginning of any combo that I'm about to teach, if there's anything you need to modify for your body, go for it, okay? Because every body is different. It's built differently. We all move differently, which is the beautiful thing about dance and why I love it so much. So the only person that knows your body best is you, okay? So if something is hurting or isn't working for you, just try to tweak it to fit your body, okay? I'm totally about that. That's actually why I love contemporary so much. Because I feel like I was that dancer who didn't really fit into any boxes. And contemporary provided a safe space for me to really explore who I am as a mover. And that's kind of what I want to share with you today. It's a very beautiful thing. It's one of those moments that's very liberating. You feel more confident in yourself and you get to understand how you like to move and what that feels like and know that that's okay, that you don't have to look to the next person and try to be like that person. So I always like to say when we are connecting to a combination or a piece of music, it doesn't necessarily always have to be very deep and emotional, but almost like what does that music sound like to you? Where are you transporting to? Maybe sometimes it's not emotional and it's, oh my gosh, I see forest, or ooh, I see myself in the river, right? Or something of that nature, where it's not necessarily about I feel sad, I feel happy. So I want you to really think about that when you're listening to the song that we're going to dance to. Yeah, okay, so there's some floor work, and we're standing, and then we're back on the floor. I love the floor. So I will explain everything slow, and we'll do it with music. We'll do it in little, I call them checkpoints, so we'll do it in little bits, and then we'll put it all together, and I really hope that you enjoy, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna slide our right foot out to the side. We're in parallel position. We're going to shrug our shoulders forward, and the word he says is gone, and he's drawing it out, okay? There's also these dings in the music, and when you hear the ding, it's always on a 1, all right? So this is gone. You're going to keep moving on to the right leg, okay? I want you to think of your temple. Very specific, I know, but I want you to think of your temple, and I want you to think of almost pushing the air to the side with your temple, okay? So we've got 1, 2, 3. He says, into the rain today. Into, you're bringing your left leg up, your right hand is gonna go on top of your head, and at the same time, you're gonna bring your left hand to your chin. So this is into. You're gonna extend your hands forward and flick your foot. The rain, and then today, you're gonna step on your left. This is a slow-mo. You're gonna end up tucking your right underneath as you do a half turn. 3/4 rather, because we're facing the front. Okay, and you land with your right leg on the floor, okay? Now from this position, you're going to release the right leg, which is the one that you're sitting on. So your bum's kind of touching your heel there. You're gonna be on your right hand, and you're going to have to lift your pelvis up to extend this leg out and around. Now it's gonna kind of be like a swooping motion, and at the last second, I'm going to catch myself on my left. Now my left leg is going to end up where my right leg is, tucked in underneath, but it all happens in one motion. So I'm gonna go as slow as I can. I'm going to lift, I'm gonna bring this right leg around this way, and at the same time, I'm gonna drop onto this leg and onto my bum, okay? So I'm gonna demonstrate that one more time. If this doesn't work or you're finding it too difficult, you can literally just slide onto your bum to face the other side, okay? So from here, you're going from your right hand, you're going to go onto your left while you switch legs. Okay, so now I'm on my left, my right leg is extending around onto my bum. From this position, I'm going to lay on my back right away. Okay? There's a ding in the music. So
So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna lift your right leg, lift your pelvis, okay? So the closer this leg is to your bum, the easier it's gonna be to get underneath, okay? You're gonna lift and thread it under the space. Now, two options here. One, you're gonna roll onto your shoulder. So if you notice, my hips are off, you can see the little spaces, hips are off the floor, and my shoulder's taking some weight. I'm gonna bring this left leg over, and I'm gonna roll onto my tummy, okay? That's option number one. Option number two, here, here, and then you're gonna swing your leg over and onto your tummy. So it's just gonna be a swing. From this position, boom, thread it through, swing your leg forward, and then drop, okay? So you're just swinging and pushing your pelvis up towards the ceiling as you're on your left shoulder, okay? That's where we're going from. From here, I'm just gonna get us off the floor. Your legs are gonna come together. So I continue moving to my left. You're gonna rotate over and around to the left, plant your right leg. You're going to extend your left leg and brace yourself with your right hand, going up to this position here. Now I would be facing the left, the front left corner, and my fingers are holding thread. So they look like this. And that, I don't know why we're holding thread, but in that moment, I felt like I wanted to hold thread. And this is where we were, okay? Checkpoint number one. So let's go over this from the beginning. If the floor work is stressing you out, it's okay, just keep moving through it. And remember to thread the leg underneath, okay? So we go 5, 6, 7, 8. Gone. 2, 3. Into the rain. So that's the flick. Today is where we turn over our left shoulder, tuck our right underneath. Okay, did we do it? Amazing. From here, you don't stop. You continue moving through the entire floor work moment. So you're going to release the right leg to your bum, lay down, kick your right leg up, thread it through the hole, and I'm going to do option number 2, which is the not lifting the leg, but swiping the leg. Swipe and drop to the floor. You have time for that. The ding is coming down. 2 legs meet at the front. We're going to continue moving to our left, planting our right leg on the floor. Left leg goes up, we release the left arm, and we come down. If any point the legs don't feel good for you, from this position here, you can literally just rotate up without a leg. Let the elbow bring you up and go into this position. Like I said, make it feel good for your body, okay? Make it a good experience for you. Okay, so that's checkpoint number 1. We're gonna try that with music. We'll hear it out, and then we'll move to the next checkpoint, okay? So let me just play the song here. And it really has a vibe. You can really think about transporting to a new place. Feel free to really move. So this is a good moment for improv. 6, 7, 8.
Gone
2, 3.
into the rain today.
Down to the floor. Swipe. Up.
What it feels to green.
Plant. 8. Good. So,
Boy, don't you stay long.
the fastest moment, and when I have taught this combo before, the fastest moment for everybody is getting out of that 3/4 turn into the next moment. So that would be into the rain today. Right away, you have to know which hand is taking the weight and how to get out of it. Swing, up, through, lift, down, 6, coming through. Keep it moving with or without the leg, and into that position where you get to kind of like reset. 7, 8. And and then you'll hear boom in the music again, okay? So let's give that one more go, and then we'll move to the next checkpoint. Good job, keep it up. So remember, this moment is for improv, experimenting, listening to the music. Six, 7, 8. Up.
To the rain today.
Right away.
But
Move.
it feels
Move.
green.
Down. Boom. You hear the ding? Good. Okay, so that was checkpoint number 1, and now we're gonna make it to checkpoint number 2, which will actually end our combo and go into a little bit of an improv, okay? So we finished with the thread, and there is a ding, yeah? So at the end of the last time we tried it, I said, did you hear the ding? And on that ding, it's gonna bring your body up, and you're going to bring your right hand underneath, and the two ends are going to meet together, okay? So I'm here, 7, 8. Your right hand is gonna go underneath, you're gonna go ding, and from this picture, you're gonna circle to the front, and as you circle, you're gonna step out with your right, circle and hit. So your right hand ends up on top, and your right leg stepped out. So slow-mo of the circle, we are here. You're going to go this way, around until we hit here, okay? Now one swooping motion is where we would get. So this comes out 1, around, okay? Now from here is the tricky part. We are going to maintain moving to the back. How we get there, your right hand is gonna come out of this. So you're here, your right hand's gonna go to the floor, and your left leg is going to kick around slightly. Now, it doesn't need to be a big extension up. If you feel comfortable with this kind of move, you may give a big extension or almost a circular motion with the leg, like an inward fan. But for anyone else that's just feeling a bit awkward with this step, just think more about rotating your body around to face the side. Now, how we do this, we come down and we go kick and up, okay? So the kick just kind of scoots like this through motion, okay? You're scooting through the space. Now, for those who want to give it a better leg, you can really lift the leg up and press your hand into the floor a little bit more, but it's all about comfort and where we all feel we want to go with it, okay? So from this position, your right hand is the one closest to the back. That's going to go down to the side, and that's what's going to rotate you around. Kick, plant your leg. Now again, for the combo, it's a single. Anyone who wants to try a double, be my guest. You're gonna be on a 4-starch pirouette in parallel. So you're going to be left leg planted, right leg is gonna come in, we're gonna be on 4-starch, and you're gonna bring your right hand up, because that's the one that's gonna go into a swiping motion after. So I'll do a single, we're gonna go from here, up, cross behind. This is the trickiest part, no lie, because usually when we finish a turn, we're used to either jumping out, or dropping back, or stepping forward, but this one is crossing. So we turn, cross, from here you're going to swipe the right arm over, windmill to plant both hands on the floor, continue galloping to the back, gallop, a nice little scoot, and then from here your hands are going to go out, this is and up, so we have 2 index fingers to our temples, and you're going to rotate around on 1, and that's happening on the ding. Woo, okay, you're almost there. Your brain's probably like, what just happened, right? So let's go over all of that. So we're here. We come up. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna kick over. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Keep moving. 8 and 1. So the hard part about this music is that it's slow, but it's fast at the same time because I'm choosing to move in the silences quickly. So the 1 is always the ding. So any teachers that are watching this too, you have freedom to play with timing, but my biggest advice, I guess, for this would be to just keep moving. Yeah, so anytime I've done this, the momentum is what's carried everyone through until they hit the 1 on the ding. So it's very free for exploration, but there's not really any time for milking. It's just lots of momentum for in between, and then we come back and find ourselves on the ding, okay? So, one more time like that, ready? So we're here, 6, 7, 8, we come up, 1, rotate, round, and kick, plant your foot, turn around, windmill, scoop to the back, and 1. Good. I don't know why I went here either, but one of my students asked me that question, and I think I said because when I listen to this music, I see forest. I felt like I was surrounded by greenery, and I was in the forest, and for whatever reason, I felt like a deer. And I was like, this doesn't even make sense for a deer. But that's what happened. So that's where we're at. So from here, we're almost done. You're going to rotate, I'll come closer. You're gonna rotate your right hand down, left hand goes up. You're keeping the 1s. Rotate towards the center line of the face, and then you're gonna flick them both. That was so I'm up close. One more time, we're here. You go up, oh, I did that up backwards. So you're going up, center, flick, flick, okay? Now, body-wise, we're rotated to the front already, but our feet are still to the corner. So we're going down, center, and then you're going to step forward on, well, you're gonna fall forward on your left, shoom, sorry, I got caught on the tape there. So from here, you're gonna go shoom, shoom. So it's flexed foot, it just goes back up, and that's with the flick, flick. Flick, flick, step. You're going to turn around your left shoulder, drag your right leg, and you're gonna open up with the right arm up. So it's almost like a chase the tail, okay? You wanna leave that leg behind. So from here, leave the leg behind. You're going to start the windmill with your left arm, up and over. Place 2 hands on the floor. This is where we're almost done. Your right leg is gonna come underneath, left leg is gonna swipe over, and then you're gonna continue the spiral around the back towards the front to standing, okay? So one more slow-mo of this. We go up and over, place 2 hands on the floor, tuck the right leg underneath, left leg is gonna scoop forward, continue coming around to standing. This is on the train today. There's gonna be a ding. On the ding, I want you to hit whatever you want. Could be a here, could be a here, but it goes ding, 6, so this would be 1, 2, you're gonna chug 3, or you're gonna go, ding, 2, 3, you're gonna chug on 4, you're gonna step on your left. Right arm's gonna go up, right leg's gonna chug with you. Chug, step out of it, take your left to face the front. Left hand goes on top, and then you're gonna look to the left. Ding. Okay, and then from here you get to improv. Explore movement, see how the music's feeling. I would encourage you all to just kind of start in this position. Where can you go from here? How long can you stay with your hand on your head? Structured, something similar to that, yeah? Oh, okay, let's put it all together from the second checkpoint. So, we came up from second checkpoint. We got up and we were here. I had to think about that for a second. So your right hand comes underneath. Ding, we circle around. You're going to take your right hand on the floor, kick over, that plants right away, to turn, cross behind, keep scooting to the back, and 1. Hands move down the face. Boom, boom. You're gonna step forward. Okay, so you're gonna fall forward, shoom, shoom, step. Now go around the back, facing your tail, chase the tail, up and over, keep moving to standing, reaction, Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to connect it all together and we're gonna do it with music. All right, everyone. Great job for learning the entire thing. I know your brain's probably like, whoa. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put everything together from the top, give it a nice run through, and then I'll do it with music for you, and then we'll get to our cool down, okay? So starting with the shrug. We go 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 1, 2, 3. Into the rain today. Swipe around. Floor, and you'll hear the ding. You're gonna go ding, shoo, in the fields of green. 6, 7, 8. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plant behind. 6, 7, 8, and a 1. You'll always find me. Step. This is right leg. Turn around, chase the tail. They say, come on the train today. Ding, some kind of hit. Then we go chug to our left. Chug, step to the front with the right or with the left hand up. Boom. And then improv. So let's try that with music. And then we'll get to a nice little breathing, cool down where we stretch our legs, okay? Here we go. Remember, you can explore while you're waiting, right?
To the rain today. Wet fields of green.
6, 7, 8.
No, I'm still on.
Turn around, chug, and then 1.
You always find me.
Chase your tail, up.
You say, come on a train today.
6, chug, and 1.
You call my name.
Good. Amazing job. So now, I want you to think while you're doing this, moments of tension and moments of quickness, right? So we talked about counts being exploratory. The ones are always the ding, and the freedom is there to keep the momentum going in between, and the silence is there, okay? Wonderful job learning the combo today. I hope you had a fun time. I hope it was something new for you. And now, I'm gonna take you through a really quick little cool down to get our body feeling good again and ready to move on to the next thing. Okay, so you did it. You learned the entire combo, and now it's time for cool down. So what we're going to do is just breathe, nice deep breaths, and let it go. We're gonna roll down. We're gonna plie and stretch our legs, grab our elbows, swing a bit, and roll back up, and we will do that again. So that you can use your eyeballs to follow along with me. And then the last thing is I'm gonna bring back the scoops from the warm-up to like really go through our spine, and we'll just do a little bounce rolling up through that, and then we are finished. Look at us go. All right, so I'm gonna play some music, and let's do our cool down. So feet parallel. Good. Nice deep breath in. Going in and exhale. Rolling down. Stretch, hold it. Soften your knees, fun time, and I really hope you enjoyed and learned something new. Again, you have my full permission to make this feel really good in your body, because that's what I am all about. I love contemporary for that reason. So I want it to feel comfortable, right? Comfortable and exciting. But do push yourself, okay? Push yourself where you know you can, and then make it fit where it needs to fit, okay? So again, I really appreciate you taking the time to learn my class today, and I really hope everyone had a great time, and I hope that I can continue sharing my passion with you, and I hope you get to continue sharing your passion with others. Thank you so much. Bye. Hi everyone, I just wanted to say thank you again for taking class with me, and I really hope you all enjoyed yourselves and had fun dancing in the style of contemporary dance. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about careers in dance. I can't stress enough how amazing it is to have a career in the arts, but it also takes work, yeah? So I know when I was in high school, I started thinking about a career in dance closer to grade 12. And at that point, it was a conversation I had to have with my parents, and it was, you know, okay, do I go to school for dance? Do I try to pursue a career as a dancer? But I chose to get my degree in dance, which I think was a really amazing opportunity to learn. I learned a lot there. I trained a lot. I actually have a lot of skills that I use every day now that came from that degree. So that's always an option. Going to school, finding a 4-year program that, you know, works for you, or a 2-year program. There's colleges that have certificates, right? Certifications. You can do BFAs or Bachelor of Science in Dance, which is what I did, because it allowed more room to double major, and I did dance education as well. So I did placement in a middle school in Detroit, and that taught me a lot about teaching. I always knew I had a passion for teaching. I just didn't know where I wanted to sit as far as the career in dance came, right? So choreography, I actually developed a huge love for in university. There were choreography courses, and those tools that I learned in those courses, I use in everyday life for my career. Music videos, right? I do choreography for music videos, but on the spot, you are asked to do a lot of different tasks in the moment, because everyone's having this artistic vision and it's not planned. So those tools prepped me for that kind of work when I really didn't think that would happen. But I do know that a lot of people get scared about having a career in the arts, and I understand that. But it's so awesome and so cool to live and breathe your passion every day. It doesn't feel like work, you know? And so I encourage you, if you feel like you want to make a career out of dance, do it. It has so many different avenues you can take as a dancer, a choreographer, a teacher, right? There are so many different things you can play with. But just like dance itself, it is self-motivation, right? So our progress in dance and training usually relies on how much we are self-motivated and how much we're on ourselves for our work ethic, because really at the end of the day, it comes down to what you are willing to do, right? Your teachers can only tell you so much. So it comes down to the same thing when you're trying to pave your career, right? How much are you going to put out there for effort in finding and chasing different opportunities? And then once you do that for a decent amount of time, you're making networking connections and meeting different people, and then all of these paths start to cross and align, right? And then some people start to reach out to you, and it's not so stressful trying to find opportunities, right? They start to come knocking at your door. But it is always something that you are pushing for and constantly trying to stay inspired, reinvent yourself, find different ways to keep evolving, and really just being in the arts is such a blessing. I couldn't picture myself doing anything else. So again, I would encourage you to do the same if you are feeling like this is what you want to do. Don't let it scare you off. It's hard work, but so is everything in life. That's good, right? Everything requires a little bit hard work, and
it's definitely worth it. So thank you again for having me. I'm so happy that I was able to dance with you all, and I do really hope you enjoyed yourselves. Have a great day. Bye.